Hey everybody, it's Matt from You and Your Horror Movies, and welcome to day 25 of my 31 days of horror. Yes, 25 down, 6 more to go. So far, it's still doing good. I actually enjoy doing these series, doing 31 days, especially during Halloween time. It's great. Trying to dig out some old films that I haven't watched in a while, or like, you know what, this one definitely needs a review. So far so good. I haven't repeated myself from last year. Again, this is my second time doing it. I kind of plan on doing it some more. So anyway, I am doing a film from the year 2000, put up by New Line Platinum, New Line series, or it's put up by New Line Platinum DVD. Does have a Blu-ray. Probably my second in the favorite of the franchise. So yeah, this is a franchise film. It spawned, of course, numerous sequels, and I heard a rumor that we might be getting a next one, a part 6. I hope. Because I really enjoyed these movies. I've seen them, probably all of them in the theater, and I want to see more of them. And of course, that is Final Destination, directed by James Wong. Pretty much what Final Destination is about a bunch of high schoolers going on a trip to France. It's like their class trip, or maybe it's the French class. I don't know, but mostly I think it's the whole class. And of course, Alex has this weird fear of flying. He's, stumbling over things. His seat gets stuck, all very nervous twitches. Well, of course, when the plane takes off, he starts feeling the turbulence and everything, and he starts to freak out a little bit, but lo and behold, they're starting to have engine trouble. Things go from bad to worse, pretty much. The plane engulfs in flame, people are getting flown out through the window, people are dying left and right, and all of a sudden the plane explodes. Well, all comes to find out that it's actually a premonition. It was all kind of like a quick dream for him, because he's sitting in the chair still and he's freaking out. He's like, wait a minute, was this a dream? All of a sudden, like the chair, the seat thing that he had twitched was screwed up, happened in the premonition. The couple's fighting, like everything that led up to the takeoff, starting to happen. So now he's freaking out. He's like, I need to get off this plane, it's going to explode. And of course he says that, and of course causes a little bit of panic. So he gets off the plane with his friend. A couple other students get kicked off as well for fighting. And one of the teachers gets off, to keep the students safe. They're all like, they don't believe him. They're like, no, the plane's not going to explode. Knock it off. Look what you did. Now we got to catch a later plane. Or you're not getting us to France. You pissed us off. Lo and behold, in the background, the fucking plane explodes. And they're all shocked. They're going, holy shit. Did this kid really predict the future? Well, now pretty much they're all trying to grieve and they're all back together. One of the kids, his best friend there, has an accident in a bathtub. He ends up getting strangled by the shower curtain. So now he figures that they were supposed to die in this plane crash. Pretty much death has this design. The design is where you're supposed to be at this particular spot, at this particular location where you're going to die. Well, they broke that design. So now pretty much death is coming back for them. Almost kind of like a slasher-ish story, but I don't know. I don't consider it a slasher, but it's fun as hell. So they realize that they're part of death design due to Tony Todd's cameo in this movie. He plays, I think, the coroner. And he said, exactly what I said, death, you're supposed to die. Now death is coming for you. And of course, there's rules involved with this. How to survive depends on these particular rules. Who's next in line. So they had to use his premonition to kind of use it as a stepping stone, like, okay, who's next? Who's got the target on them? And of course, each one starts getting killed one by one in pretty gruesome but interesting ways. Kind of a lot of fun. And of course, they have to try to figure out how to survive death. It's actually a really cool film. And part 2 continues after part 1, kind of. They give a little more time, and they had to go back and relate to some characters from part 1. And of course, it spawned several other sequels, including the 5th one, which is kind of like almost a prequel to this one, which was pretty cool. Like, I liked how they did that. So yeah, Final Destination. If you've never seen the franchise, I highly recommend them. The 4th one to me is the weakest out of the franchise itself. Part 2 was really good. 3 was okay. 5 was really good too. I was surprised how well they did that. So again, when I actually met Tony Todd, I asked him about the Final Destination movies. And he says, well, possibly there might be another one coming out. I'm like, really? Keep my fingers crossed, because I would love to see another Final Destination film. Give me some kind of... like, each film has a specific area where these people all die. The first one, of course, was a plane crash. The second one was a car accident on a highway. The third one was a roller coaster disaster. The fourth one was at a race car track, cars exploding, flying into the audience. And the fifth one was a bridge collapse. So that's really kind of neat on how they have these certain situations pinned. And of course, you have a bunch of people that were supposed to die survive. Now, of course, Death's like, no, you're supposed to go. I'm coming after you. And of course, each one dies in a pretty cool, but particular, almost like a accidental way. Like, they die accidentally. They're at the wrong spot, the wrong time, and also, blammo. Done. It's a fun franchise. I highly recommend it. Definitely check out first ones. Check out the first Final Destination, this one right here. Don't go to the one that's called The Final Destination. That is part 4. That's the one with the race car track. Save that one for later on. That one's kind of but this is the very first one. Highly recommend it. This one's probably about another 8.5 out of 10 for me to watch. Again, I hope they do a second sequel. Now, this DVD does have some few extra features to it. You have film commentary by James Wong, Glenn Morgan, James Kobanets, and Jeffrey Riddick. Actor commentary by Devon Swans, Kari Smith, Kristen Cloak, and Chaddy Donnelly. You got some deleted scenes, an alternate ending, which was pretty neat. You have a cool 2 original documentaries, test screening and premonitions. So you kind of got some cool stuff on this. So yeah, I highly recommend checking out Final Destination from 2001, put out by New Line Platinum Series film. This franchise is fun as hell. If you've never seen the franchise, I highly recommend the whole entire franchise. Alright guys, thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed day 25 of my 31 Days of Horror. Stay tuned for more. And also coming up, if you haven't noticed, ScaraCon is coming up tomorrow and the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Of course, I will be doing a walkthrough of the convention, so I can't wait to do that. And hopefully I find some pretty cool pickups. Alright guys, thanks very much for watching. Take good. Watch out for death. Peace.